going on, everybody? I'm Tevin.
And I'm Ollie.
And this is
TevOllie Talk. Well, today we're going to talk about our parents.
Hey.
And it's not what you think. It's not going to be like some type of bash. I don't know what you would think, but it's not going to be anything bad to our parents that are going to watch this.
They threw me in the dump.
Don't cringe. It's not going to be like that. I'm going to start with my mom. And the reason why I wanted to make a video about our parents is because we've gone through some amazing things. We have amazing parents, and we want to talk about, how they've influenced us in our lives. My mom, she's a single mother. Well, she was a single mother when me and my twin brother, I have a twin, when we were growing up.
Sup, T?
Yes, his name is Thomas.
But
yes, my mom worked very hard and has been at her job for decades, I guess, I want to say. She hasn't gotten to the point of retirement yet, but it's coming up. And I'm so proud of her for taking control of her life, for being serious about her profession, what she's doing, and like showing a great example to me and my brother. Me and Thomas are like artsy kids. He's not gonna say it now, but he's like into, well, he may, but he's into music, and he's played a bunch of instruments. And then I had art, and which like visual art, painting, drawing, stuff like that. Our mom never failed to give us the supplies we need, the instruments we need. Like she saw that we had passions for things, and no matter what, she always gave us what we needed for those things. And I'm talking about my mom allowed me to paint on my bedroom walls. And
my kids should definitely do that.
Yes, I want my son. He's kind of into art a little, and I think he likes music too. And so I want to give him everything for his expression. It doesn't matter what he like ends up wanting to be growing up, but expression is very important. And you see life differently when you use expression, when you have had an opportunity for expression. And like life there's a bigger picture, because you get to express yourself and you get to know yourself, and you have a channel to really be you with. So I want to do that for my son. But my mom worked very hard, and there were some times when it seemed like she was a workaholic, because she'd get up and grind. There were points where she had 2 jobs at one time, because we ended up moving to a bigger house, and she's like, well, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to make sure we can keep this place. And it was amazing. There was a time, I want to tell you about a time when one day I think me and my brother were sick. We had we missed school because we were sick. And my mom came home. Well, no, she didn't come home. She was getting ready to leave for work, and we were older. We were teenagers. She was getting ready to leave for work, and she was like, you know why y'all sick? It's because y'all ain't doing enough around here. When I'm working, I don't have time to get sick. She did. She was so serious. And me and my brother, we had chores, like chores. When I believe age 9 years old, I had to have food on the table before my mom got home. And it was only maybe like an hour or 45 minutes before, when the bus dropped us off or whatever, and she would be home to eat or whatever the case may be. But we better had food on the table and the house clean, because she worked so hard and had to come home, had to get some rest and get right back on it. She's like a superhero to me. And I've always wanted to be that type of mother. And there was a time too when she had aspirations of being like at home as like a wife and having like all the benefits of being like a housewife. Now that's a job in itself, but she loved cooking and large meals. She loved having people over her house during the holidays and to have family together. There was a point when she wanted to move with the whole family in a huge house because that's the type of person she is. And a lot of times she didn't get to show it because she was always on the go. But we got to do a lot of things because of it. I got to see a lot of America because of it. We traveled. My mom would get up and go when she got vacation time. She would get up and go. And we would come along with her. It wasn't looking for no babysitter, this and all this other type of stuff. She would say, well, y'all getting in the car and we driving to Florida. And we got to see so much because of her. Her by herself. It was amazing. How about your parents?
All right. So I have 3 parents pretty much. I have 2 mothers, and the reason I say 2 mothers, one is technically my stepmother, but the reason I put the air quotes in technically because I call her mom too, because both of my mothers they love me like they both birthed me pretty much. They both have been there for me my whole life. I could call either one anytime about anything and they got my back. Both of them. They both care about me. They both love me. They're both nurturing. But I'm going to tell you about each one, okay? My mother in Mississippi, my biological mother, I have a lot of her traits, like my sense of humor, which is like random and goofy and off the wall. Very, how do I say, my mother's a dreamy person. She has a very creative mind. I remember when I was in elementary school, we did a play. She wrote this play, and it was about like clocks and times and stuff like that. And I was like a big old like radio clock. And I had this big, and she put this together. And I swear to you, my mom should be writing plays. Like she should be. She's a minister now. New Living Way. Hey, how y'all doing at New Living Way? And I love my mom to death. I have a lot of her like personality traits. I'm the most like my father, but I'm gonna get to him in a second. Then my other mother, I'm not gonna even say the S word. My other mother, she is very business. I mean, like, if I'm gonna talk to her about something that I want to do, I better have it together, or she is gonna be like you could tell it's like that ain't gonna work. Like if I really want to know if something gonna work, like she has hurt my feelings the most because if I come to her I'm like, Mama, I want to do this, and she just like, okay, like, all right. But she know how passionate I get about stuff, and she know like I need to bump my head sometimes. I've learned so much from both of these women. They mean so much to me, like so much to me. They both, like, I can go on for days about my moms, but I want to leave some room for my dad. Okay, I love my dad so freaking much, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. All right, I'm gonna give y'all a backdrop. So I played baseball in Greenville. He would drive 2 hours to come to my baseball game, and I hated baseball. I would literally stand in the outfield and be kicking butterflies and kicking dent. Oh, it was serious. Listen.
Not the butterflies.
Listen, ladies, if you're raising a boy by yourself and he has a lot of energy, he needs a contact sport. Something where people are running fast. Baseball may not be it. That does not settle like ragey kid. I was a ragey kid. Like I just wanted to, My dad knew exactly what to do with me. As soon as he came to the pitch, he's like, I know what you need. And he did all of that. And he taught me how to be a man, like a man. Like you fix your own stuff. If you want to make your own money, work for yourself. Like he was one of those people. and he always tried to teach me to be smart. Even though I didn't listen a lot of times, I was very stubborn and hard headed, which he is too. But I was very stubborn and hard headed, and but at the same time, when I say there's not a person on this earth who could like, if I lied, he'd look me right in my face and be like, "You lying." It didn't matter what it was. Like he just knew. It's like I don't know what it was, but he is my superhero. Everything I ever seen my dad do, he was great at. I don't everything I ever seen my dad do, he was great at. He always knew what to say. He always knew what to do. He always knew how to control the room. He always just was like to me, in my opinion, was the most impressive person everywhere. I could have been in a room full of billionaires. My dad, to me, would have been the most impressive person in that room. It's just always him. I love my dad. When I first started playing football, I tried to wear his number. I wore his number for a year. He was number 56. I wore number 56. Now, when that football picture I took, I was so proud of that because we already looked just alike. So in that picture, it was like, yeah, Pops, that's you right there. But it's me, but that's you right there. Like
it's me, but it's you, but it's you, but it's me.
It's me, but it's you, but it's us. You know what I'm saying? It's us right here. It's like the same thing all over again. Mm-hmm. And like everything that I've ever done, my dad and my mom here in Memphis, they were at everything. PTSA, booster clubs. When I played football, they were cooking and working concessions. They were at the field house almost as much as I was. Rain, sleet, or snow. My mom missed one game, and that was because my little brother was just born. He was like a few months. No, it wasn't just born. He was like real small, and it was cold and it was raining. We played a school called MUS, but my dad was there, and in the climate, in the elements, and I think that's the only game she missed. And other than that, they are at everything. My sisters, my brother, they will tell you the same thing. My parents, when it comes to supporting their kids, it don't matter what's going on. They are at everything. My dad, right now, he's literally a hero. He's a law enforcement, and he's like RoboCop. When he does something, he puts everything in it. He takes it so serious, and he has no choice. It's like no choice but to be good at it and successful at it. When it comes to feeding his family, providing, he don't miss a beat. We come from the same place. We both come from Greenville, Mississippi. He showed me that it don't matter where you start from. You can be whatever you decide to be. He instilled that in me. He made me self-sufficient. He made me not a quitter when things get hard. I give her the same response I watch my dad give my mom. It's going to be all right. I don't know if it's going to be all right or not, but that's what my dad would say right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever he would say, I'm finna say that it's going to be okay. I got this. Don't worry about it. And then I do all of the figuring out how we going to get this done, how I'm going to split the money up, I figure all of that on my own, but I don't let her see me ever in a panic. And my dad taught me that, and that's something I'm never going like. I would not let my kids or her see me in a panic when the family needs somebody to deliver. I may not know how I'm gonna do it, but I know it's my job to do it. And I thank my pops. I thank you for that. I thank you big time for that.
What do you? I want to also like. So what I want to talk about your parents, myself, and you talk about my mom.
Can I go first?
Yes, go first.
I love her mom. Her mom is so awesome. Listen, she is so funny. She say some of the funniest stuff. Oh my God, her mom is so funny, and she is so loving, and she made me feel like a part of the family as soon as I came around. When she met me, anytime we need anything and we call her, she coming. Like, she coming. Yeah. I remember when she had an accident.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah, we talked about it. Her mom, middle of the night, we need to take Ollie to the VA. Like, we got to go up there. Something's not right. She cannot put any weight on her leg. It's been a few hours. Woo, big truck coming through the parking lot. Here she come. And she stayed there the whole time until it was time to check out. She didn't leave. It was like 4:00 in the morning when we left out of there. And her mama stayed there. She drove us all the way back, and it was all good. And I really appreciate her mom. She let us be ourselves around her. That's one thing I love about her. She lets you be yourself. That's how my parents are, and I love people that let you be yourself around them. She want to know who the real you is, and she's going to deal with that. Who are you? All right, I'm going to deal with that person. I don't want you to be fake. Give me a real hug. Come eat some of this food. Yeah, like, I love your mom. I love your mom.
She loves you too. Oh my goodness. Oh man. She called Tevin on New Year's. She called me and wanted to talk to Tevin on New Year's. She even had a drink or two. Oh Lord. I love you. I was like, oh God, Mama. But and I forgot to mention too, but I'm gonna talk about your parent. But I forgot to mention too, she is the goofy one of her siblings and her generation of the family.
She's so funny.
Oh man, hilarious. Yes. Okay, so let me talk about your parents. Mm-hmm. Okay, mom in Greenville. Mm-hmm. Everything that you said, like, I see it immediately. Yeah. When I first met her, she was very down to earth, very peaceful, and very thoughtful. And she got, like, her and kids is amazing.
Oh yeah, she's a teacher.
She's a teacher. Yes. So her and children are like, I aspire to be like that, to have that type of relationship with children, my kids, when I have more, or the ones that are here now. It's inspirational. And my son met her, and my son, you know how kids say whatever's on their mind, and he said something about some food that was like, what are you talking about? And she cracking up, laughing, and just loved it. She talks so kindly about me. All of your family.
They all love you.
Man, all of the Mississippi family, they are just so beautiful and work together really hard. They're a real family that, you know, there's head bumping sometimes or whatever the case, but they all come together and they all talk and communicate and really have love for each other. And it's awesome. And they welcome me in with open arms. Mm-hmm. And listen, they'll talk to me about something. Say me and Tevin are going through something. They'll come at Tevin like, what did you do?
Yeah, I'm like, what?
We know it ain't Ollie.
Well, most of the time it is me, but still, God, that means y'all gotta just assume. Don't assume it's me, even though it probably is still.
Man, God. I love that family, the Mississippi family. I love you guys. Okay, so now, Memphis family. I'm going to start with mom number 2, or mom in Memphis.
Yeah,
mom in Memphis. Man, now I see a side of her that's playful and funny, witty, and extremely helpful. And she knows so much about almost everything.
She the reason why I read books. She is the reason why I read books. So
intelligent, man. And you really feel like, okay, like you said, I need to have my stuff together. And it's not that she's going to be like
Sharky.
Yeah, like a shark or anything. It's just that you're going to know that she knows what she's talking about, and you might need a little more research. Like, you'll get that from her, and it's not in any like nasty type of way. It's so kind and loving at the same time.
You got to be yourself.
Man, and I came into meeting her being myself. The first time we kind of talked and got introduced to each other, I was on the way to a festival, art festival thing. And I sat down and told her where I am, like in my career and in our relationship, me and Tevin's relationship. And I told her, I said, look, I don't condone mess from him or anybody, really. And I think that kind of, I don't know, but I think she kind of believed me.
Yeah,
Because I was like, I don't do all that.
She can read people.
Yeah.
Like when she asks you the first question she asks you, she right in your eyes like, let me see what you gonna say. And if it's any like you like, I don't like you.
I was praying it ain't me. I won't be myself, man. And I think like me and her talk sometimes. I'm not trying to be weird too if she's watching. Like me and her talk sometimes, or the family is around talking, and we'll look at each other like, did you just hear that? I heard that. Like, you know, it is so. I love Tevrin's mom in Memphis. Oh my gosh, and I aspire to be that side of her as well. Like. You can want to be like multiple people, and these two women are exactly that for me. I want to be like both of them. It is, man. And then she gets the group together. She's inclusive.
Oh yeah,
she is so inclusive.
Big on family.
Big on family. And she's the one that's going to pop up with some games to play on Thanksgiving or whatever. Get everybody involved in something. We all going to say something about this and that. Like, and people like, oh, but you know, it
ended up being fun.
It is always fun. Nobody, I don't regret it.
Nah.
Every time.
I always play along. My mama, she would tell you out of all of the family, whatever she do, I'm like, yeah, we doing it. I'm always on her side.
Unless the game is on.
Yeah, now come on now. I'll do that to you. The game, hey, God, come on now. The game on. But my mom, like, she, like, anytime she was very big on cooking healthy food. Yeah. She was very big on like, try this, try that.
A great cook too.
I was her guinea pig because if she was like, try this, I'm like, all right. Oh, what's this kale juice? Give me some. What's this beet juice and kale juice mixed? I tried, and I was all, and whatever she made, I ate. Whatever she like games, I was like, I'm down. It don't matter, and I competed hard. Like I tried to make the best of it.
And then imagine all of these things: a wonderful cook, an inclusive and outgoing personality, funny, witty, and then she's a businesswoman.
Ooh, don't play.
Woo! It don't get no badder than that. I'm sorry, but she bad. It just woo, man. And that's, I'm telling you, one day I'm gonna be like that. It's amazing. Now, your dad. Oh my goodness. Now, I don't I don't talk much to him, you know, or like but I'll tell you about the first time I met him. I was afraid. I was scared.
He's scary.
He's scary. But he gave me a hug, and it was a real hug. And then him and Tevrin started talking and joking and laughing, and I was like, man, they are like the same person. And I mean, it's when you know that the person you love comes from somebody, and then you see that person, you meet them and talk to them too, you can't help but to like, man, this guy is awesome. And he did such a great job with Tevrin. A lot of the stuff that I admire about Tevrin, or a lot of the stuff that I can see and feel like very secure about with Tevrin, it came from his dad. And I'm forever grateful for what he's done with him. This is a strong person.
Strongest person I know.
The strongest person I know too. And when he got something to say, it's gonna get out.
Feelings
it's gonna be
matter.
That on that.
These your feelings. These my dad words. Like, hey, bro, I don't care about that. You said you did it with. I don't care.
He's a great cook, like a great cook. Like he cooks too. Like I've had the stuff that's on the grill. I don't know about and a pasta he made. Man, both of them can cook.
I don't know
so
who
well.
can cook the best. My dad is like a grill master. My mom cooks a lot of everything, but everything my dad cook is perfectly seasoned. He can make some broccoli, and it would be the best seasoned broccoli you have ever had in your life. I swear, he don't eat pork, right? Nobody makes better pulled pork sandwiches than my dad. He don't even taste it. He just know, he like, that's it.
Got that magic.
Wrap that thing up, put it on the grill. 8 hours later, pull it off and just snatch the bone out, and it just meat just fall everywhere. I'm like, how?
His parents. Okay, I was a vegetarian for like 3 years.
Me for 2,
and
hard to do with your parents.
They ain't having that.
Man, eat that chicken. That chicken ain't gonna kill you.
Eat that chicken. It's foul. It's a foul. That ain't no. I was actually a pescatarian, so I ate fish. I tried some chicken over there. I've been eating chicken, y'all. I can't stop now because they really got me. I can't. If you're gonna relapse,
better be good.
It's gotta be good. And their food is so great. I don't know the whole family, but Dad and there's no like he's one of my favorite members of your family, and because he's so strong and stern and funny and loyal.
Oh yeah, he
focused.
He don't play about us.
He does not play about his family. You can tell, and it's amazing. And how Tevin talks about him, I believe it. Just off of this, what I've seen in person for myself. It's your parents, your family is awesome, and they both have welcomed me. His whole family has welcomed me with open arms as well. And his dad has even told me, like, he ain't got to be over here for you to come over. They just are like that. It's amazing.
Oh yeah. Like all of our friends can go to my parents' house and we don't have to be there, and they'll feed them. They would come on in, watch TV, like do what you want. You know what I'm saying? You at home, and it don't matter who you are, especially if they like you, if they love you and they really like you and they care about you. When you come in their home, you gonna eat. If you ain't got a place to go, you gonna have a place to sleep. They are very. They are why I'm like, I gotta help people, because they help everybody that I've ever brought home. It didn't matter who. They tried to help, and if they couldn't help you, then it's because probably you didn't want to be helped.
Yeah, and they can, both, your mom and your dad can, like you said, they can see right through you.
Oh yeah.
They know when.
Don't come in there with a mask on.
Yeah, they know when somebody ain't what they're putting out to be. They give great advice about people and about reading situations because, for one, they have experience. And secondly, they have that gift. It's just, I don't know how I got so lucky. Man.
You swipe right, babe.
I did!
Me too.
Tinder! But no.
You got a match. Fine as Ollie.
The Mitchells. I don't know if we've ever said our last name. I don't know. Anyway, but the Mitchell men have some strong genes, and I'm scared if I have a child like a boy with him.
Yeah, because my son's just like me too.
And he's like his dad. I'm sure his and on and on and on, and like they're like warriors. Your dad is a warrior.
Oh yeah. He like the chief.
He a fighter.
He like the general, and I'm like second in command or something.
Strong genes. And I, like one day, if there's like an ancestry thing that could be done or whatever, I guarantee you it's going to lead back to some
Shaka Zulu.
Man, something like that. Because this don't just come from, not everybody has this. Yeah. I'm sorry, but it's just they are too strong. Anyways, that's our family. Those are our parents. We wanted to take time to talk about them, so you guys know where we came from and our dynamic.
What type of people we came from.
Yeah. I mean, what about your family?
Yeah, tell us about it. Right down there.
We want to know.
Right down.
No negativity. Don't get to fighting on here. It's all about peace and love around these parts. And also, we want to thank you guys for watching, for subscribing, for your comments. Please continue. And if you haven't seen us or discussed anything with us before, please feel free.
Yeah.
Like, share, subscribe, and comment. We love you guys.
We love y'all.
TevOllie Talk. Peace.